Y'all know me. I'm just gonna start talking. Um, I call it the slap heard round the world. Now, I'm gonna get pretty much to the slap around the world because basically it ain't just a physically slap. We'll say pretty much the whole world, maybe America, we know, got slapped. He said, what do you mean by got slapped? I'm going to tell you something. First, we got slapped from what I know. I'm just going to go back not too far, but I'm just going to go back. We got slapped. Hey, what's up, Nicola? How you doing? We have a slap that, y'all remember when we had the Thrax? They said, oh, man, look at the truck. They got they got powder everywhere. Oh, man, if you got that powder on it, you need to take a bath. That was something to talk about. That was something to make news about. That was serious. That was serious. That was something to talk about. We walk around, we had things on our mouths, every time a truck come in or you buy something, you see something, people died off that Thrax. They died off of it. That's a sad situation. Then we came with the HI and the AD, sexual trans disease. And people know how to get it. Now, you also got it through drug transfusion, okay? Bad needles. That was a serious business. You could sleep with your mate, a woman, a man, and you can contract the disease. That's a bad situation. That HI and that AD ain't nothing to play with. That was something to talk about. That was a slap, just like that Thrax. That was a slap on us. And they said it was around for a long time. We didn't know it. Now that's a slap that really hurt. Okay? Like I said, I'm gonna make it short and sweet. Also, we came with after all that. Now you ain't heard nothing about you ain't heard nothing else about the Thrax. You ain't heard nothing else about the, how should I put it, the AD or the HI. You ain't heard nothing more about it. Ain't nobody said nothing. Nobody had a cure. Nobody had nothing. And all of a sudden, you come with the CV. Now, that supposed to affected the whole world. That was a slap that stopped everything. People quit their jobs because they didn't want to take the medicine. They didn't want to take that medicine. A lot of them didn't. Some people, they claim they got sick when they took it. Sad situation. Didn't make any sense, but it was a sad situation. Sometimes your body reject that, and your body's not used to that. Your body like, we can't deal with this. That's why they say you gotta have a strong immune system. We gotta stay prayed up. We do. So we got hit with the CV. Still with the CV now. Now everybody had to go and they had to wear masks. Everybody wear them. Then for some reason, you look at TV, some of the so-called leaders wear them, and then sometimes they don't wear them. One leader picked up a little girl and didn't wear them. Come on, y'all. You picked up a little girl and you didn't wear your mask. Even at the celebration of the great leader, of the American leader, some people go up to the mic. Now they had masks, and some of them walk up there to the mic with their mask on. Really? Like I said, it's a sad thing. You go home, you in the house with all the people. Ain't nobody wearing a mask. They take their mask off. When you leave out, you still be around other people. How come you don't wear your mask when you go in the house? Now, if you stay by yourself, that's different. And then again, when you look at it, like I say, y'all, with the CV, I mean, look at it. The air you breathe outside is the air you breathe inside. Right? Am I lying? I'm just saying. Okay, now they talk about war and gas. Okay? They talk about the people, the internationals. We'll put it like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Going against another country, they own fellow country. That's how the internationals are. That's how a lot of us are. But the internationals in a cold country in a cold nation, get to fighting with another nation. Because that nation want to join another nation, another group of people. You try to rule people. You want to rule people. You already got your wealth, but you want to rule people. And then all of a sudden, the ego want to protect. The ego want to go against the bear. The bear got their own situation. They've been doing this for years. But the ego feels like they got to be all over the place. It's sad. Now, gas rise, and the tycoon said, hey, well, we're gonna gas is rise because of the bear getting into it with them, and then you want to cut the bear off. People been fighting for years, and we've been getting the internationals' goods. We've been getting their stuff. Now, from what I understand and read, it look like what we get from the internationals are cheap, but what's made in the Eagle is more expensive. Okay, well, I'll say this. Who do you mimic? I mean, come on. You got terminals everywhere. But you use that as an excuse. We our own country. I didn't understand. Why don't we just our own country? This is our country. This is our own country. So why do we have to? Why don't we make our own stuff? Didn't understand it, but a lot of time about history. That's why when y'all go to school, you got to read geometry. You got to read history. You got to know what's going on, why things are the way they are. Greed is all around us, but it's right there where you least expect it. All the stuff we heard as a kid became, as you got older, was a lie. You got to read. That's our problem. Not just of the dark-skinned people, but the light-skinned and the international people. Okay? The folks been very deceptive. And some of the brothers know that. Some of them try to engage in that. But at the same time, people, when you get up there, don't forget where you came from. Watch every time you go outside, when you drive, when you go to work, deceiving all over. When you work for a place, when one is getting paid more than the other. You see what I'm saying? Now, the owner pays for everybody that work for him. Okay? Just like a temp service or a security service, yeah, they're going to get paid more and pay you the less. When you do a good job, some of them have a heart to give you that. You know what I'm saying? We've been slapped with bills and everything. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you something. Now, the sad thing about it, okay, we talking about Thrax, HIV, CV, okay? Them all our diseases. Then you got the war and the gas, okay? All right? Now, it may not be a physical, thank God, but it's also a mental. It's a pen and paper war. They said a pen is mightier than a sword. Physically, that's not true because you know the sword will cut you up. Now, you stab somebody with a pen, that can be something else. Hey, how you doing, Beverly Palmer? But now, the pen is mightier than the sword. But when you get that pen in there, start writing, next thing you know, you get slapped with a bill. You get slapped with a subpoena, okay? Now then, here it comes. We talk about something that don't make any sense. Things that you see, remember, it's TV, okay? Can things be real? Yes, it can. If you slow it up, you will see somebody being prepared to get hit. After the whole thing, they let all party together. Remember now, you got the Democrats, the Republicans. You got your lawyer, the district attorney. A lot of them can party. A lot of them can argue in the courtroom behind closed doors. Behind closed doors, they the best of friends. They got you thinking that, oh man, they into it. They ain't into it. Like I said before, I say it again. You got your Thrax, you got your HI, you got your AD, you got the CV, and you got the war versus gas. That's news to talk about. That's something to get a solution. We need to find a solution for that. But when you start talking about an award show, come on, y'all, really? How Bill Smith slapped Chris Stone, and y'all sit up there and still talk about it and talk about, well, Jay don't like Bill. She don't love him, but Bill love her. You really? You not inside the marriage. You're not behind closed doors. Then you have to ask the question, how do you know? Ask them where the news said, how the news know? Sometimes people do things to get something good. They say, well, we need to think of something to set it off. Let's set the award show off. Why don't you go da-da-da? Why don't you say this? Now, when they on stage, do they read something? Do all comedians write their own material? Do they? Some do, some don't. Do they have to get it approved? When you talk and joke about your own brother, as they say, skin color, I have to say that, Nicola, because YouTube has a way of, they took my video one time and I didn't like that. So I have to be careful with the words that I use. You know what I'm saying? These people ain't playing it. You know what I'm saying? But then again, there's other platforms, you know. Yeah, they have been brewing up. The sad thing about it, they needed something spectacular. Because see, they expecting it when it comes to people of color. They get an award show, they want to fight. Like certain rap award shows, they fighting. I said, for real? Really? Yeah, we do need to worry about ourselves. But that's what the news, that's what the news have. And people will turn around and they don't understand. They talk about that. And they talk more now about they talk more about, that slap. They ain't talking about, well, hey man, what we're gonna do, a solution is the CV over with. Now they ain't talking about the H, they ain't talking about the HI. They ain't talking about the HI. They ain't even said nothing about cure. You notice they ain't talking about HI, they ain't talking about the AD, they ain't talking about none of that no more. They ain't even talking about a vaccine for that. Am I lying? But they come in and talk about this. Now what? Every time you look up, but now it had to be, now say Bill Stone went up there, would he have slapped Michael J. Black? Would he done that? Would he slap Michael J. Black? Would he done that? Would he put his hands on Wesley? I'm just saying. Just think about it. Certain ones you do, but you go hit him. Come on, man. Really? And then you got to watch it too. Chris Stone probably got paid big, but ain't nobody saying, and they hush. Remember what I told y'all. Whenever they have an award show, there's a such thing called behind the scenes. You see what I'm saying? Look at it. Behind the scenes. They do that because they say, okay, y'all, they're going to talk about that for a while. Let's give them something else to talk about. And I forgot something else too. When a leader of the Oval, I put it like that, and he has a convention. He was the first one I know that when he have a convention, people fighting at his convention. What kind of, wait a minute, but that's the leader, American leader, head leader, and you get to fighting? You mean to tell me you didn't get to fight, but your people fight at a convention? You wrong for that, Beverly Palm. Slap on, slap off. You wrong for that. But I'm just saying. But they keep talking about it. They talking about it yesterday, day before. Why? They're going to talk about it today. They're going to talk about it tomorrow. When will it end? Sometimes you think people just sitting up there, they lying. Somebody lying. They just making up stuff as they go. Y'all ain't paying attention. Remember when I told y'all about getting your bottled water and stuff? None of y'all left me. I had to slap y'all with that. And I'm going to slap y'all again. Get your bottled water and get your food. That's all I'm telling you. Get your bottled water and get your food. I'm just telling you. Get your bottled water and get your food. Get your food. Get your canned goods. Get your water. Don't stop getting that. Get you some batteries. Get you some flashlights. Somebody ain't playing. And y'all notice when a country, when the ego gets into it with somebody, Thank God. A lot of our Eagle men go over there fighting other countries. You better watch. You better watch some of these people that's over here, because some of these internationals probably was born over here and trained the old way and say we are strike. You don't never know. Be prayed up. Stay prayed up. Go to church. Talk to God. Ask him to help you and serve him. Serve him. You can talk about me. Rick Brown talk about he no preacher. He got sick. Everybody, you're right. Everybody do. But I'm just telling you, if you ain't got it, get the Holy Ghost. Because these people around here, these some sick folks. Trust no one. Trust no one. You go to work, ain't no friend there. Some people you meet, you may, hey, you know, and it happens. But some people you meet on the job tell you, I don't want to see you. That's a slap in the face. I talk to you at work, we trip away. After work, I don't want to have nothing to do with you. Trust no one. The slap heard around the world. Shout out to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, Nicola Cola, Beverly Palmer, because I give y'all them this much credit. I'm going to say it and I'm going to keep it real. I see y'all more in my life than anybody else. I appreciate it. Y'all keep doing what you're doing. People say they love you, Nicola. You know that. But I'm going to say this. That person that said, I forgot who that person was, when they said, you'll watch your enemy, but you won't watch your friends. That is a true saying. I see it. All right, y'all. I'm out like Scout. Y'all take care.